Now basically God entrusts us with two types of assets. Now one of these type of assets might be considered a hard asset. Like, that's stuff. God entrusts us with stuff. He entrusts you with land. He entrusts you with toys. He entrusts you with materials. That's what Leviticus 25:23 is talking about when God reminds us and says, look, the land really belongs to me, so you can't sell it for all time. You're only travelers and tenants living for a while on my land. Leviticus 25:23. So in other words, God's saying, hey, you know what? I'm loaning you this stuff for 60, 70, 80, 90, however long we live, that amount of years. But when you die, guess what? It goes back to me. We get to be stewards of the stuff that God has entrusted us while we are here on this earth. So he entrusts us with some of it. But the second thing that God entrusts us with is what we might refer to as soft assets. These are things like energy, strength, effort, ability, personality, and our time. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about high definition service. God gives us talents, God gives us gifts, and we get to choose how we use those. That's what God's talking about in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verses 17 and 18. It says, you may say to yourself, my power and strength in my hands have produced this wealth for me, but remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth. So we recognize that God entrusts us with some. And one of the big reasons that we get in trouble in this area is because we don't know what God has entrusted to us. Now, from the soft assets that we've talked about, we should discover that our gifts and our talents